Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by the farm. We hope you enjoy your time here with us. If you would, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're marching our way on up to 1,000 subscribers, and we'd love to have you join along on the journey with us. Thanks. In a previous video, you would have seen us unpack 50 birds, plus the ones we picked up at the Tractor Supply. In addition to that, I picked up some others at the Tractor Supply. Some of these bigger birds, here's one here, there's one here. There's 5 or 6 bigger birds in there that I picked up from the Tractor Supply on Manager's Special. There was no tag on there to say what they were, but they were only $1, and I thought for $1 you can't beat a chicken for $1. So we picked up all of the ones that they had for $1, and they were significantly bigger, probably twice the size of our chicks. And here probably in the next 10, maybe 14 days, they'll be fledged out enough that they can actually go out to the eggmobile with the other birds. That's going to free up a little bit of space here in this. Once we get those birds out, we'll take some out of here and put in there and even out our load here between our 2 brooders. Got something else in here. Yeah, you can kind of see there. Some of these birds are not like the other. We've got 4 turkeys in here. Walked into Tractor Supply. I thought they were done with turkeys for the year, and there were turkeys. So we picked up 4. We're going to build a John Siskovich chicken tractor and raise these 4 birds up for Thanksgiving. Hey, y'all, look here at this. Corn, 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 corn. We got us some rows, y'all. Rows. They're super tiny and hard to see, but they are in here. I can't tell you how much of an improvement it is over last year. Y'all might look at this and think, what a mess. And you're right. However, considering the lack of rain and disaster and late start that we had last year, this is leagues apart, y'all. We got rain last night. You can see that every spot here where there's a mater is wet. And I'd almost bet that these have probably added 25% to their size just overnight. They were thirsty, y'all. They needed a rain. We hadn't had rain in close to 2 weeks, and they were struggling. I looked yesterday, and the leaves on a lot of them were curled. Not looking happy. They were looking pretty droopy, but they have definitely picked up. If y'all didn't see the video where we planted these tomatoes in here, go back and check that out. You'll see pretty quickly and easily that these things have taken off. We've still got a little bit of leaf curl going on in here. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of dirt on the leaves from splash up from our rain. We've got some blooms started in here, but we will likely pinch those off in the coming days because we want them to focus on both root and leaf development before they worry about producing anything edible. All right, I digress. If you haven't seen it, go back and check out the previous video where we planted all these tomatoes. In that video, you will see that we put a handful of organic fertilizer in every single hole here in the garden. And man, when you look at peppers here, it is clearly evident. These bigger leaves are going to be older and completely a different color than this new growth. Look at the difference. These brand new leaves are super dark. They filled out a little bit better than some of these other ones. And we've put up new shoots already. If you go right next door, this one's about ready to bloom. You can tell exactly when it decided it wanted some of the fertilizer that was down in below it. And it is putting on all this new growth. This thing is going to shoot up here within just the next couple of weeks. We've got corn, and corn. We'll then dig trenches here, here, and here to give us 3 more rows of corn. Between the 3 rows of old corn, the 3 rows of new corn, the 3 rows of new beans, and then the 3 rows of old beans, we will have roughly a 2-week successional planting of both beans and corn. What does that mean? Y'all, that means we don't have to worry about picking all these beans and processing them and canning them at once. Same thing with this corn. What we don't eat, we will probably go ahead and pre-cook and freeze. So this allows us to pick succession 1 of beans, succession 1 of corn, succession 2 of beans, succession 2 of corn. And we've got a couple of rows of okra here on the end that we haven't seen come up yet. We're keeping an eye. We're going to give it maybe 4 or 5 more days. If it doesn't show up then we're going to replant to make sure that we get an okra crop. Alright y'all, so what did we get done today? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of corn planted and a few rocks dug out. We also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of beans planted and some more rocks dug out. Some of them not so small. I feel like I'm in the rock growing business. You can see after the off and on showers we've had for the last couple of days, we've got some beans coming up pretty solid through here. Every row actually came up better than I thought it would. We'll have to get in here and do some weeding here pretty soon, get these weeds knocked back, and then get us some mulch of some type put down to smother out anything else that may try to pop up around our vegetables here. So what did we go through today? We went through an entire 1/4 pound of stringless green beans, bush beans, and we went through an entire 200 seed packet of Country Gentleman sweet corn, and I came up a few short, had to open up another package and get about maybe a dozen seeds out of that. So we're looking 210, maybe 220 corn seeds planted today.